Hi guys, so hopefully I can put this video up kind of quickly. I wanted to review, this is the last Empress Mini Autoship number 3. Very last one. It's kind of a bummer because with HSN it was only $17.95. Obviously there's shipping involved, but not too bad. So hopefully they'll bring it back. If I do have any links, they will be affiliate links. They'll be in the description box, which means if you shop with those, I will make a small commission. And the reason I'm saying that is because I don't think this is available just to pick up, just like any other auto ship. But I do have some other items I'll be showing or using that maybe you're interested in. I might have a link or two for them. So there's that. But let's just get started. So this morning, well, let's see. Okay, it always comes with your larger die, an inspiration sheet. It normally comes with the inspiration sheet. I shouldn't say always. And I really like this die that she used here, but what I'm looking at, I think, because when I was looking at it, I'm like, what is that? It's the little circle, this medallion, and she used it over and over and over. In the background, can you see that? That's really pretty. But since this morning I did that little fiasco with the letterpress, I was like, maybe I should try a letterpress technique with the embossing folder, even though that's old. Everyone's been doing it. I mean, it's the old tech as far as the other thing I was using this morning, that letterpress. And a few people kind of made me laugh. They said, oh, it's kind of like a stamp positioner, like the Misty. And I'm like, oh, maybe Misty got a little idea there. I don't know. But anyways, I thought that's kind of funny because it really is very much like that. But so I'm going to do is do the embossing, and hopefully that'll be kind of a new little thing, or at least a technique you might want to try. I am going to use a brayer. I don't like involving things like this, but have you ever watched Crafter's Companion videos? Even on demos like on HSN, Sarah will be like, oh, and you can put the ink, and she puts the ink and it's real bad, and then she runs it through and it looks horrible. And then she always says, but you'll use a brayer when you're at home because it does give a nicer look. And also you have to have the right ink. I think just a very watery ink is going to bubble up anyway. It's not going to do what you want, even with a brayer. So I'm going to use probably, I was thinking about using a Tim Holtz ink, but let me see here. Like a Distress Oxide, even though I'm not going to wet it. Yeah, I'm going to use this one, Bundled Sage. And I just had it sitting here. Ooh, I moved all my Tim Holtz stuff right next to me here. Speaking of that, I did get a new affiliate link for Ranger, which is pretty cool. So that's always going to be in the description box. And the other things I usually have in the description box are just like glue, because people always ask me where I get the glues from, and or where they can find it, or things like that. So those links are usually just going to be in there. But anyway, Distress Oxide Bundles Sage. Why not? So I have that. I'm going to ink this thing up. Oh, let me cut my paper first, though. I'm getting ahead of myself. I told the kids this is going to be quick. So I'm assuming this is going to be quick. And I can hear that they're moving around up there. I asked them to close the door. Sounds like an earthquake. Let's see here. How do I want this? I want this to be like 4... Eesh. I'm going to go 4 1/8. I know I don't like working with eighths. Most people don't. But I want it to be just a little bit smaller than a standard A2. So I'm going to do 4 1/8 by 5 3/8 or so, hopefully. So this is just stamping paper, so it's nice and thick paper. So I'll have that ready. And I'm just going to, now you can just pat this onto your surface or just get it on here. And the reason we're using this is so it looks nicer, a nicer coating. But you know what? I don't really like the way it looks on there. I think I'm just going to coat it on here, which is probably too much, to be honest. It's still a little slippery. With some of the inks, you can kind of rub it on the surface like this and it'll work out, but that looks really bad. So this is what you're going to choose. Do you want the parts that are pushed in to have the color, or you want the parts that are kind of just sitting on top to have the color? I want the parts that are pushed in, so that means where it has her name, it's going to be on this side, and that's going to push in. But this is a 3D embossing folder, so there are different levels, so I don't know what exactly is going to end up getting color on it or not, but I'm just going to push down as well as I can, and we'll see what happens. I'm going to pick up a little more of this stuff. So again, it's a very sweet color, so who knows how much is actually going to show up. Okay, and I'm going to put this down very carefully right on here. And I think I might have mentioned this last time. This is a weird size because you saw me cut the paper so it's smaller. It's even smaller than that for the 4 width. And so I just need, obviously this can run through your Empress Mini but I have her kind of tucked away. It's easier for me to run this through my regular Empress. So the point of these, you can run it through your mini. I do not run 3D folders through my marquee, but because Diamond Press said the other folders, sure, just not the 3D ones. But people have said they run their 3D ones through, so, you know, do what you like. It's not something I'm going to do. Oh, that's kind of pretty. That's interesting. It's still not as nice as I would like, but it's pretty cool. And I have a feeling it's because of the 3D nature of the thing. You know how it's high and low. So I'm okay with this. It's not really what I wanted to write home about, but that's okay. So we're going to do that. And then I can wash this, and it's not a problem because it's just regular ink. And all I was going to do is literally just run something else through here just real quick. Just this top one because we like that. I might use the hello, I'm not sure. The medallion is super cute. Again, this is what happened last time. Look how big this is. Why? Why is this bigger than this guy? Do you know what I'm saying? Because to layer this on top, it's going to look kind of silly. Okay, I'm not going to use this guy. I will use the medallion. I'm going to cut it out a few times, and then we're going to just like layer it up somehow. Let me pick some paper. I will go along with this paper. It's kind of distressed, kind of funky looking. And look how pretty it is though on the back too. It's a really nice folder. But anyway, I'm going to cut out a ton of these medallions. I'm trying to see, they do have embossing ability, so I'll probably go ahead and do that. But again, I like to keep this away. So I'm going to put this, I'm going to put my die facing down. This is just regular black Recollections paper. Put this guy on top. I'll see if it didn't move. Okay. And I'm going to run this. It is so humid right now. It feels really gross. Ugh. I know it's super hot in Arizona. I was watching that on the news, and then out here it's just like sweltering, but like it's not even hot. It's hot for San Diego, which isn't saying much, but it's just that humidity. It's so gross. And then somebody told me San Diego's not supposed to be humid. Yeah, it's not supposed to be, but it has been ever since I moved here. Whenever we got here from Georgia, I think we brought it with us. The humidity, it's so bad. So again, I just popped the die up, put the rubber mat on top, and you would do the same thing with the Empress Mini. If you're using your marquee, you can just put a piece of foam, and look how pretty. So I'm gonna cut out like maybe 3 of these. I'll be right back. Okay, you know what? I think 3 is not gonna work for me. It's gonna be too many for the idea I have here. So let me put these things to the side. And so I have a card base against Centura Pearl in this green color. They come in bundles. I don't have a link for it. I'm sorry. It's Crafter's Companion Centura Pearl. And I'm just going to score that. It's 5.5 by 8.5. Scored at 4 1/4. And then I'm going to see about this again because I cut it down for a certain size, but I don't really like the way the edges have no color. It could be worse, I guess. I think I'm okay. Well, you know what? Hold on. I might completely ruin this, but let's see what happens if I take the rest. Oh, sorry guys. Let me straighten this out. Take this on the edge and just add a little something. That might be okay. Yeah, kind of like that. I guess I could do it on the whole thing, but I'm just picking up whatever color is left on that plastic block there. I kind of like that. Look at the look that gives. That gives. Okay, the day has been too long. All right, so I'm gonna glue this down now. I normally would use a wet glue because it has a lot of bumps and everything, but I'm gonna go ahead and use some tape and hope for the best, right? So I'm gonna stick this down right here. And I wanted to make this a little more artsy, a little, not the Anna Griffin stuff isn't artsy, obviously it's very artsy. It's a different type of art. Let me turn this over. I like to smooth things out with something that's not just my hand rubbing on there a lot of times. Okay. And then in here, I had these different things that I've been testing out. And so I have these little images from a long time ago. Those on watercolor paper. I think I was testing out the Arteza real brushes, I think. Don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure. So what I'm going to do is cut this girl out a little bit fussy cut and just leave a little space around her. It doesn't have to be like perfectly close to her little nooks and crannies here, but I will be right back. I'm just going to go around. Again, my tip when you cut things like this, don't cut like this. What you're doing is applying pressure with your dominant hand and using your opposite hand to kind of move the paper. And it just makes it for a nicer cut. Like it's nice and smooth instead of being jagged all around. So I'll be right back. Okay, so back up a little bit, and then instead I got too close. Okay, so we have our card base here, and then I have just these little pieces. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. And then I have my little lady here. And so yeah, I think I'm just gonna stick these behind her somewhere. Is all I had in mind. Just so it's using the stuff, but you know, kind of in a playful way. So I am going to, again, you can pop these up. I'm gonna go ahead and just stick them down. And so I'm just gonna put those pieces here. I'm not gonna stick it down too far yet because I'm not sure exactly where I'm putting them. But, and then these guys. So quick card, I know I've done other videos where I've kind of did a tutorial on this. If I can find it, I will put it in the description box also. A little bit higher up on this one. Yeah, something like that. Just gonna hold these down for a few seconds. And then I'm gonna get my 3D glue gel and pop her up. Again, whatever dimensional adhesive you like to use. This is pretty much my favorite. And she's a little bit funny because she was, you know, kind of watercolored to begin with. So let me straighten her out a bit. And on the back was stamping that didn't take very well. So I just restamped it. That's what's on. That's what that is. And that's it, guys. So hopefully you liked the quick tutorial. Again, if I have any links in the description box, they will be there for some of the other items. I don't believe the Anna Griffin set is available right now on HSN, but when it becomes available, if it does, I'll pop it back in there, but it depends on when you're watching this, I suppose. And those will be affiliate links again. That does mean I make a small commission if you use those links, and I appreciate the support. So let me hold this down a little bit longer. I think this is fun. And then if you have, you know, something cute or whatever your sentiment would be just on there, kind of an artsy card and very different, I think, for the dies that came in. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for always being so awesome and supportive, and the comments, you guys, I love it. Leave them there. I try to answer them as quickly as I can and as well as I can. And oh my gosh, that was so funny, that letterpress thing. Your guys' comments were cracking me up. But anyway, thanks for being so funny and awesome, and I will see you guys at the next one. Bye now.